wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit, I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant, I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Hey guys, it's YodaJoe93, and in today's video, we are going to review The Flash, Season 9, Episode 11, and then we're going to review The Flash, Season 9, Episode 12. So, in this episode, this is part 2 of New World Order, and so when we move forward in this episode, Iris is struggling with Barry being gone. Things are taking a turn for the worse. It's not looking good. We have the team being attacked by Mark. We have Malcolm Gilmore starting to figure things out. The Negative Speed Force is using Mark as a vessel. We get to see Keon's powers for what they really are. Bit of Poison Ivy elements, a little bit of Sky High references. Really cool to see Daniel Panabaker's really crushing the Keon role. And seeing how her and Mark interact and seeing where she leads to another decision, choosing what she's going to do in this episode, led to some really interesting things. I really did think that there was some interesting stuff going on here. That was a solid episode. And the cliffhanger was Malcolm learns he is truly Eddie Thawne, which was a shock to many people, and just what? And it was awesome. Great cliffhanger. I'm going to give this episode of The Flash a 9.4 out of 10. It was very good. Now it's time to talk about the next episode. Now let's talk about The Flash, Season 9, Episode 12, entitled New World Order, Part 3. In New World Order, Part 3, we get to see the next greatest thing here, guys. We get to see crazy stuff start happening. We dealt with the Mark stuff. Mark is back on his 2 feet. Team Flash are dealing with their own issues in this situation. And so when they're faced with this dangerous situation that's happening, we get to see some crazy stuff. So we get some flash forwards of seeing a future team while Barry is out with the Justice League on his watchtower doing his patrols. You see XS makes her not Dana Panabaker, what's her name? Jessica Park Kennedy appears in this episode as Barry's daughter from the future. So we see her come back, and this was truly an interesting situation to see what happens. We have more stuff, and then the episode is pushing a confrontation between Eddie and Barry happening. And in this situation, in the confrontation, we get to see everything starts happening for a reason, and it starts going crazy. So then with everything happening, Eddie going crazy, and everything that's happening, we see the Speed Force fighting Barry over Eddie. We get Barry back just in time as he came back in the last episode for the birth of Nora, which we're still in the process. Iris is in the hospital right now, waiting for things to happen. And then we get a showdown between where the Negative Speed Force can't get Eddie. So we have a conversation with Eddie and Barry's preventing Eddie from bonding with the thing. Almost like a symbiote Venom thing. And so then we get an epic fight scene between the Negative Speed Force taking over Nora, and Barry has to fight Nora. We get some cool Flash powers used. The effects looked great. It was awesome. And then we come to the end of the episode, and Eddie accepts the blue crystal to himself. So he goes back to his own timeline. We get great scenes with Rick Cosmic in this episode. I love him talking down to Barry. I love the conversations they're having. He just wants his best fight. He wants to be with Iris. We can get to see what his son would have looked, what his daughter would have looked like with Nora with the wig. Great episode. The Sakil stuff was a little cringy, but I really enjoyed this episode. And the ending, the cliffhanger is we see the crystal, and we see all the evil speedsters connected to the Negative Speed Force are in the crystal, setting up the series finale of the Speedster War to happen. So anyway, guys, my thoughts on Flash Season 9, Episode 12. I'm going to give it a 9.6 out of 10. It was very good. Cannot wait for the series finale. And I'll catch you in the next video. See you in a flash. Have a great day.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.